Hello there everyone, welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. In the last episode what we did was we opened up this church and spent a long time looking at a man on a ceiling and admiring some beauty stained glass window. But I didn't realise it had been like an hour and a half, so that episode is long. I could have split it up, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is go in here and say, yo, I heard about the fact that you might not just be doing music in here. Let's have a little chat.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crabman.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest, very spiritual.
Really? Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he going to be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we going to do about him?
Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe and sooner the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us?
We just want to make
We
the world
just
a better
want to make
place.
the world a better place.
I'm sure you do.
Feel the love. Get down and feel it.
The stuffy tent muffs the last two words. The command fails to impress.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
The love? No, I'm not really feeling it at all.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she see? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Yeah, Oda 9. Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like the Onodic Dance Club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam and into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity. Dance.
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project's finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
Okay.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Like, really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Right. That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay. It's 9:30, so it's getting towards the end of the day, but I want to go and do as much as I can before the nighttime falls. So let's just go back to the church, see what she has to say about that. I'll try and help her fix her research or whatever. Convince Suna to cooperate with the Ravers or Victor. Now I'm going to try and help her, because I think that she's probably right that these guys are doing something fucky, and it probably involves narcotics of some kind. But that's not my problem. My problem is I just need to get XP. That's what I want. Right, let's not run in the church. Don't run in the church. Hello, Suna. Scuba-dee-bob. Biddy-biddy-biddy-bee.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andrew. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Convince her to cooperate with the Ravers.
Easy.
Yeah.
When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something?
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
By your old workspace, do you mean the Studio Fortress accident in the Doom commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore later.
Actually, I've already been inside the Doom commercial area.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
Where exactly is the offsite copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
Okay.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislav.
Zawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Zawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads. I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
No problem.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
I found the ice cream maker but couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Alright, I'll go look for the offsite copy.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts
Thank
a
you.
bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Thank you, I'll be leaving now. Stealing from a woman to get me the better tool. Oh my god, look at the size of that thing. Jesus. Yeah. Oh yeah. It opens everything. Oh yeah. Okay. Now then, let's get out and open this box. I still think I can do it before the end of the night. I also need to get that thought cabinet going. Okay, I've got the Wasteland of Reality going. I also want to learn about the Fairweather T500. But Wompty Dumpty Dom sounds more fun. Anyway, it's time. Let's get out of here. I forgot to knock that down. I'm a dickhead. That's fine. I can do it when I get back. We should be able to open it with the big pry bar. The Omega pry bar, as it will be known. The door's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Oh, also, hello.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit.
My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
I found the jacket, but I was looking for, but it was filthy. Can you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
That's fine.
No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
You're right. I'm off. See you later. Right then. Alright, Chief. I've got your jacket back and it's nice and clean.
Tequila sunset.
Here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me to clean the seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your jacket?
Faum? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
Oh.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You're a loss. I'm keeping the jacket for myself.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
It's an okay jacket, if you're into that look. Okay.
You seen it? You fucking idiot. Pain threshold, half light, and less drama. But it's very medium concept. Okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, Kim, how you doing, bro? You want to talk?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style, what about it?
I'm glad you finally started dressing a little more like an officer of the RCM. Keep it up.
Regular cop, regular clothes.
The lieutenant regards you for a moment, unsure whether you're making a joke or not, and if so, whether he should acknowledge it.
Just an unbelievably boring fuck. Say 7 incredibly boring things.
Right, detective. You are one regular cop. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Okay. Thanks, bro. It's nice to have a bro you can just, talk to, hang around with, chill, compliment each other's styles. That's cool. I don't have that many friends, but I think if I had male friends, I'd be the kind of male friend who'd be like, yo, bro, you're looking good today. You're looking real good. And mean nothing by it outside of the concept of the look itself. Is that a new haircut? You're looking good. I think some people think that's, like, odd for men to do that with other men. I don't really agree. I kind of think, oh, well, everyone likes to be complimented, right? And you know that if you're complimenting your friends...
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colours nearly meld together.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
I do admire machines.
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds.
Not bad.
And go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
That's 0 to 60 miles an hour in 13.5 seconds for a carriage that looks like that. That's pretty quick. And it can go up to 180, so nearly 120, like 100 miles an hour, 100 and something miles an hour, 105, something like that. Or 120. Something, it's in that realm. 120 over 200 miles an hour, 200 kilometers, so it's like 115, 110. Let's turn our attention to the motor carriage itself. That's also pretty
Even
quick.
at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
The machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? 7-litre V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Oh yeah.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
No.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Never thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If you ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
And means no.
Okay, let's move. He likes his car too much to let me do that. That's fine. I think I'd be the same way with some things. I don't know what things they would be, but I know I'd be like that with some things. Hello there, ice cream maker.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Machine unplugged. Better grip with the gloves. Have I got any more? Let me try and get some more physical instrument. That's -2. And I've already got everything that gives me more stuff on. Is there anything I'm wearing that lowers it that I should take off? No. Okay. So it's a 42% chance of happening. Though I could always... right now I have -2 because of insomnia. Alright, so I shouldn't do this right now, is what you're telling me. Okay. So. Let's try and sing some karaoke. And then go to bed. Da-ba-dee-da. I'm going to get locked out of my room, but that's fine because I'm not going to pay for it anymore. Hello there, mate. Whatever the outcome of this, I'm going to sing anyway. I don't care if it's going to be bad. I need to do it because it's the only time I'm going to get. Squabba-dee-da, dabba-dee-da-bee-da.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Okay, hang on. Drama. Have I got anything that makes my drama go up? Oh, a bow knot. Yeah, it's more drama. Any more drama? Okay, that's the best I've got. The bow tie.
The stage.
So, are you ready for your
Right.
thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Hit it.
The air is thick with anticipation.
Yes.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it was once larger. How the will may rest there, dawn through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there, been so glad here, looking forward to the past here, but now you're all alone, none of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
Dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile.
There you go, bro.
Before turning away.
That one's for you, Chief. You're getting me back on the straight and narrow. I appreciate it.
He's incapable of blushing, but if he weren't, he'd blush.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Say nothing and leave enigmatically. Oh, yeah. I have achieved success. Inland Empire, baby. Alright. Thank you. Good night. Now went away. Yes. Just so we're clear, just in case you were wondering, I'm seeing this as a purely platonic, like, bro code friendship. He's helping me get back on straight and narrow. He's gonna be like a fast, lifelong friend forever. So, I will do whatever it takes to keep this man safe. What else was I gonna do? There's something I was gonna do. Oh yeah, check the body. Try and do the Inland Empire thing again. I failed like 19 times. I want to try again. But I want to make sure my my actual chance of doing it is good. But anything that increases Inland Empire. Not right now. That, mate.
The man before you is naked, but for
Okay.
a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying
Here you are, dead man.
veins
Yes. I finally managed to talk to you. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking love
I do fucking love questions, mate. I fucking love them. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
No, Rooney's not. I'm Harry.
No. You're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
We need to talk about getting him down again.
Yes, we do.
That's it. We have to ask for help from the harbour.
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down too.
Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
Good job we already found a way in the harbour.
Hooray for us.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Excuse me? Let's get to it then. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can get him down without help. Or like some industrial strength fucking cutters, which I haven't got. I might still be able to find a way. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I've got to go to the old woman and have a little snooze, because it's night time and I'm going to run out of time before I do anything else. I need to get rid of this insomnia so that I get my physical instrument back. It's going to take 17 hours. But I think if I sleep, that will immediately be like 8 hours gone. Also, can't I do anything? Ah, Sonema's gone, so I can't interact with any of his goods. He's retired for the evening. Right. Let's rock. My fucking car. God damn it. Alright, I'm off to bed. Night night.
It's getting late and it's snowing. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Thank you. Is that, what is this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Alright, let's try and shave.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
This isn't sharp enough. I'll leave it for now.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Okay. Hand-eye coordination. Needs to be a bit higher. Unless I can find some bonuses.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
I think this is literally only a double 6 will get me the win. Let them be for now. If I increase my electrochemistry as far as it will go. Got +1 electrochemistry here, but that's also a +1 electrochemistry, so that's no better. Fingerless gloves. Give me a bit more electrochemistry. But that's not... Yeah, let's go to sleep.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Night-night.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
That'd be potted flowers, but that's okay. What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The way in the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the greater good.
For the greater good?
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
We're making progress. Measured, steady progress.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Open my eyes. Every night's a shit night. I get that sometimes, although I'm not thinking about shit like this.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks.
As you do.
But who's focusing on the big questions?
I assumed the most qualified and highly credentialed people were taking care of that stuff.
But have you ever seen them?
Ah.
How do you know they're even there?
It's true.
More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
What exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry.
Oh.
You're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
All right, give it to me. I'll accept responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship.
Oh?
You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
Okay.
Like a committee.
And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
I'm prepared to take on this awesome burden.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
I like to take on la responsabilité. Okay. Just get responsibility for the whole world. Sure. Yes. Sorry if you hear drilling or whatever going on. People are doing work. But
Yes?
hopefully you won't hear it. Can we need to talk about responsibility?
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then.
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No, I meant like la responsabilité, you know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like you are a coalition bureaucrat? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For this whole situation.
Now I understand.
The lieutenant nods his head gravely.
Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility?
Yes, exactly.
Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn toward moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Heidelstein, the gentleman near the Fell building with the distinctive way of speaking. Now, was there anything else?
Nothing, thank you. Right, so did that make my thing go forward? No, 17 hours 15. It's still... Okay, so it's still going to take me a long time. Like the whole day again of talking to people and stuff. I've also got to go to Everart's office anyway because I've got to help with the body, but I've also got to go... I don't think he'll help me until I do the signatures, and I can't do the signatures because she won't sign it. Hello, Chief.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
It's a long shot, but could you help me contact the Coalition?
Well, that certainly depends. You know, the popular image of the Coalition is of a monolithic political military entity. But in reality, it's comprised of many interconnected yet semi-autonomous components. For instance, the offices of Inchcom are responsible for military affairs. These offices are located in the Bank of the World building, just a few kilometers from here.
He points west across the skyscrapers across the bay.
But then there's also the Provisional Commission as well as the Institute for Revacholian Culture, with its architecturally significant headquarters in Le Jardin.
What's Inchcom?
Inchcom is responsible for all aspects of the military occupation of Revachol. During the revolution, they coordinated the efforts of the Occidental and Gradian invasion, but these days their function is primarily logistical.
Who's this? What's this Institute for Revacholian Culture?
Oh, the Institute is a marvelous organization. My favorite part of the Coalition by far. Their mandate is twofold: to export notable works of Revacholian culture throughout the moral intern, while also importing the most important cultural products of the wider world to citizens of Revachol. There's an exhibition on Vespertine Proto-Expressionism that I can't wait to take Mikhail to. We're working our way through the major artistic movements of the last century.
Who handles the money? There's got to be an economic component.
Of course there is. The Coalition's economic affairs are handled by the Bank of the World, Revachol Mission. They operate in concert with the Institute of Price Stabilité in Serre-la-Claire.
That's all fine, but what if I want to assign responsibility?
Ah, that's simple. You're looking for the Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It's a sort of clearinghouse for coalition affairs in Revachol.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
If you will, picture the coalition as a kind of wheel. The hub of this wheel is the Comité de Responsabilité, and out from that hub radiate a great many spokes, which connect to Inchcom, the Institute for Revacholian Culture, the Provisional Commission, and so on.
If you're not part of the Coalition, how do you know so much about its bureaucracy?
I have a long-standing interest in political systems. You see, it's my personal theory that political systems are a lot like personalities. In other words, how a state organizes itself is in some way the public expression of its innermost character.
What is the innermost character of the Coalition, then?
The man smiles at you for a long moment. He is doing his best not to show it, but the smile is ever so slightly more forced than before.
Of course, officer, we've only recently met. It would require a more thorough conversation than we have time for to answer a question like that. It's fascinating to think about, though, isn't it?
All right, fine. How do I get in touch with the committee?
Well, now, that is rather complicated. You can write to the committee directly, but I understand that there's quite the backlog. A month or more, according to friends of mine who just so happen to know about this sort of thing. Of course, if you could somehow contact Coalition Worship Archer, you could reach the committee directly. But, well, And that obviously presents any number of logistical and technical challenges.
Wait, what's a Coalition warship Archer?
Why, officer, it's that gigantic aerostatic right over there. Have you really never noticed it before?
A look of profound concern comes across the man's face.
You follow the man's gaze out toward the west. There, hanging some distance above the horizon, you can just make out a strange silhouette. It looks, to your eye, like some kind of long metallic fish suspended beneath a number of ceiling fans. Not just any fish. It moves like some ancient bottom feeder gliding over the ocean floor in search of prey.
It's amazing, an inspiring symbol.
That is certainly how the Coalition intends for it to be seen. You know, I once read a very interesting paper from Messina on the psychology of air-based artillery. Apparently, its presence stimulates the exact same part of the neural cortex that more primitive cultures associate with divine judgment. Isn't that fascinating?
Why do I need to contact a military aerostatics to talk to a civilian bureaucrat?
A very astute question. You see, in addition to its role as a military warship, the Archer is also responsible for coordinating all Coalition communications and surveillance operations in Revachol.
Hold on, it's watching us too?
Not just watching, it's listening as well. I don't know the particulars, of course, but I would expect a warship like the Archer to possess the most advanced surveillance equipment available outside of Seoul.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be another way.
Well, I suppose you could rent a private aerostatic and attempt to rendezvous with Archer directly, but I must caution against it. Warships like the Archer are usually authorized to fire on unidentified aerostatics on site.
How does one go about contacting a Coalition warship?
That might be the trickiest question of all. From a technical standpoint, it shouldn't be all that difficult. You simply require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on Coalition frequencies. The problem is that those sorts of radio transmitters are tightly controlled by the Coalition. Even the RCM doesn't typically have access to them outside of special joint operations.
He's correct. It makes coordinating operations with the Coalition exceedingly difficult, from our perspective.
What am I supposed to do then?
All that said, someone with a powerful radio and a certain level of technical skill might be able to circuit bend their way onto the Coalition frequencies. It's only too bad the old Feld engineers are no longer available. This sort of thing would have been right in their wheelhouse.
She's not a Feld engineer exactly, but perhaps that programmer from the church might be of assistance?
In any event, it's a fascinating technical challenge. I'll be very interested to see how you tackle it.
Okay. Oh. With this bigger pry bar, I can open these. Look at all that fucking money. Beautiful.
Give me your fucking money.
Anyway, I'll see you guys next time when we continue with day 4 and see what's what. See what progress we can make. I'm sure it'll be some. See you then. Goodbye.